Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Welcome. Okay, so I'm just gonna share something quickly, and this is purely my opinion and the vibe, the feel that I get when I'm anticipating a particular goal or going after a particular goal, or like even if you like applied for something for example, like a new career. Okay, just use that as an example, and you have your resume out there and stuff like that, and you're hoping, you're placing your energies in the optimistic view towards that goal. That's what you want. That's where you felt led to, right? So you're waking up, you're going about your day, and you're always thinking, like, you cannot wait to start that new career path. You cannot wait to get into that venture, and you're visualizing yourself in that setting. You're visualizing yourself with how that experience, that change in your life will then change everything else in your life, and how you can progress, and all those things associated to that goal, right? But then, while you're waiting for that goal to manifest, there's one or two or three other options, for example, that comes up in your waiting, whereby they're like alternative paths, right? So it's not in the direction of your main goal. However, you can see the potential in those paths as well. And it's not to say that sometimes, a new path that's going to come up, which may even be better for you. But only you, in a personal sense, can really judge that and feel that. But if your strong longing desire lies within the first original goal, then it is of my opinion that you should not, or at least you should manage your optimistic, your pulsing ether psychic energies, the energy that you give out to the universe to attract that goal towards you, and you to it. You should not confuse the energies that are circling on your behalf in order to bring that goal into fruition by dispersing parts of your like energy or optimistic view towards other pathways where you don't truly have a vestment towards it. More like you see it as a backup, or a reasonable possibility if XYZ does not pan out. That's where you start bringing in levels of also doubt in your energies. That's when you start to take your main goal off of the pedestal, as it were, the main focus of your energies away. And then you limit the percentage of what might be able to be done or be attributed towards your original goal in the first place, because you have like 30% of your energies in one area, and then another 40% in another area, and then another 50 in another area. I can't do math in my head right now, but you get the point. I say that because it's like, even in myself, I have a main agenda right now, a main goal in my mind, in my heart, that I'm hoping for, I'm optimistic for. And then there's like, out of the blue, a couple other possibilities come up, and I'm like, okay, I can see those as possible understandings. I am being responsible to entertain the possibilities, yes, as in not putting all your eggs in one basket, as they say. However, while I did what is practical and reasonable for the possibility of those efforts, right? My energies, I have to continue to curtail my energies, my psychic inclinations, my intuitions towards my main goal. Because at one point, for example, I found myself fantasizing towards another goal, which honestly I don't even want, you know? but it would not it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's almost like a possible option to further survive, a possible option to then maybe take another step forward. You know what I mean? But it's not really what I want, but it's not like unreasonable. You know what I mean? It's just a means to a possible end. But in that regard, then it just turns back around to what you wanted your ultimate goal in the first place. So it's like you delaying yourself and your energies towards the potential of what you really want in the first place. Now, of course, if what you want doesn't necessarily come to fruition at this time, that's sometimes it can be disappointing. But then we take those next steps and say, okay, maybe it's not the time, and maybe I need to take a new route or go through something else or something like that, or whatever the situation is. We figure it out on the pathway, on the journey, on the way. But it's not for lack of doing what you can, doing your best, being optimistic, placing out those energies towards those ultimate goals. Okay? And sometimes pathways come in that also inadvertently lead you to those ultimate goals. Sometimes you just don't know. However, it's still that energy of you anticipating, drawing in the ultimate goal, what you want. And if the structure of that looks a certain way outside of your imagination, sometimes that's a plus too, and sometimes you just don't know. But my point is, when you have a goal in mind, I'm not saying to be fixated or zealous towards it in a way that is detrimental. I'm saying to be practical in the other responsibilities in your life, but do not lose focus. Do not become beguiled, or do not become inadvertently, distracted by vesting certain fantasies and probabilities in a direction that you may not even, that you yourself would know that you don't even want. Okay? You can do the practical aspects towards the potential of that. That's all well and good. Send your resume out there, whatever is have you, If something comes about it and you make a decision after that, but do not continue to invest your psychic intuitions into that energy in that direction when you really need to focus it on and your efforts on towards the main goal, the main agenda, the whole point of this journey in the first place, where you want to end up. Okay? Where is the real next step you want to take, and how does that look for you? So, case in point, I personally have a vision towards two opportunities that I would like, and they both hit main agendas of what I really want. Okay, even though the packaging may be different, as opposed to a couple other options that came up recently also in my life, whereby they don't hit the mark at all with what I want. However, they are a reasonable, survivable possibility. Nothing what I said, by the way, has been set in stone. There's no full-on verification and all that kind of stuff. These are things that have been placed out there, and I'm waiting to hear back the results. I'm waiting to hear back if I'm accepted, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But I did my part, and now, it's a waiting game. And I am putting my intention to the universe that, hey, universe, I want this. And it's almost like, am I being tested? Like, why are some of these other options coming up? Like, I see those other options. I'm not gonna not try, like, put an option out there just in case. It's reasonable. It's responsible. Life happens. But at the same time, I'm not gonna give my energies towards something that I really don't necessarily want. It would be a stepping stone, because still, ultimately, my goals would be X, Y, and Z. I hope that's making sense. It is a personal opinion. You know, in life, we have to adapt and adjust accordingly. This may be a situation or an expression, an example of a specific type of feeling in the scenario. But if it fits for some part of your life, if you're going through certain things right now, if you're going towards certain goals and everything, hopefully this helps you in your decisions and in your mindset. Okay, I wish you all the best. Much love. Bye.